What's up, guys? This is another PUG. This is on Sunday, March 24th. This is CTF Conflict. It's a 5v5. Redo's team versus Sai.
Redo's team took it last match, but Sai's team played it surprisingly close, so we'll see how they fare on Conflict now against a pretty solid team. We were discussing earlier that now, what's his name? Trooper 26 and Blackie Chan are on the same team, and they're both pretty new players. So we'll see how that affects the overall team dynamic, you know?
Yeah, it might negate the experience of Hinoc and Mei as two really good players with having two less.
Yeah, and I gotta give props to Jack Dalton, who's the engineer. He just took on the enemy heavy, who was Mei, by himself, and managed to take him out without an assist. So that was pretty impressive.
They should be able to seal off this bottom. Good placement on the auto gun from Jack Dalton. It's like preemptively expecting the red to come around to the bottom path.
Hinoc could probably double back and maybe try to take the other route out, but
I don't think that's a good idea, because he can try to expect.
But he's just pretty much a sitting duck down here. Oh no, that was smart. He played it safe. He waited. That was very good move by Hinoc.
Because even if he died there, the rest of his team, they can just pull together and then just get it later, you know?
Yeah.
Because it's close enough to the middle, rather than backing, trying to take an alternate route and they're just dying even further back.
So now it's 1-1. People kind of taking some unnecessary damage. We got a double Uber going on, but he's breaking off a little early. We'll see what happens here. Cavalier switches off to Firebug, which I agree with. I think it's, considering how much pressure Red Team is putting on, Pyro would be a good way to break it up.
Right as he switched to Pyro, he shoots a flare and he takes out Redo.
Yeah.
On that last little air shot there.
Now Hinoc's gonna play his own little games with the other team. He's been known to do some crazy stuff in situations like this, so we'll see what happens. On the other side, well, not really on the other side, the rest of Red has moved into the blue base.
See, the problem here is that you see a lot on this upper path above the intel is that one player can distract a multitude of players. Yeah. Which weakens the front push for them. Redo is really low. Wow, takes him out. Yeah.
I like how the blue medic, Dan, he is staying in that little tunnel next to the intel. He's staying out of harm's way. He's not going to get hit by anything in that positioning. So it was really smart positioning by him.
I think to be a little bit more effective, Blackie Chan should switch off maybe to NG, and just Hinoc should play runner.
Now we got Jack Dalton. Wow, this guy is pretty nice NG. I like his positioning, and I like how he's using his shotgun as well.
I think Sai.
Now we got a Rambo medic in the form of Redo, but they stopped him. I wouldn't suggest out of personal preference to ever go Rambo medic like that, because you're kind of just costing your team healing, and you're not doing much with the intel either.
It forces your team to play more cautiously because they know their healer's not around, and they can't afford to take too much damage.
Yeah.
Unless they're really close to their spawn.
But Red Team doing a good job of defending, keeping them away from the drop the intel, so it's going to reset now. But so is Blues as well.
Dan should
Funny how they're almost in the same position.
He should have just went back to spawn. He had no health and just grabbed off there. Good auto gun positioning again from
yeah, I gotta remember to give Jack some props after this war. He's doing really good.
Because if he puts the auto gun in the regular spot, right after this jump from the spawn, it's too easy of a spot to hit with the Dedo and rockets.
See, everyone's kind of just taking unnecessary damage from that auto gun. It's not in the usual spot for them to run the usual things. Like I was saying when we did West Coast versus Korea, you want to switch up your positioning a lot. Just put it in different spots. Kind of disorients the team.
Yeah, definitely. We've seen right now so far, blue team's doing a pretty decent job of staying together as a team and defending as a team in their base, and not really scattering out and getting too caught up with individual goals.
But do you think they're sacrificing a lot of offensive control for that? You think?
Not necessarily, because they have been able to get at least one cap, and they've one class was actually managed to force a red Uber there from Redo.
So yeah, the action's generally staying in the middle, so it's kind of like a gridlock right now. And anytime somebody tries to break for the back cap, usually they'll send just one player over, or one or two in this case, to stop the back cap. So both teams playing extremely smart, in my opinion.
The only thing that that might cause a turn in the tides is both healers, as I've seen right now, like they're really low on HP a lot of the times. This might be just because it's 5v5, so there's just more shit on the screen. But,
yeah.
Like a healer dying could really fuck up the momentum. I think he's got an Uber right now. He's pushing in.
Yeah, Blues move the action onto red base. If they're smart about it, they could. A
little bit of miscommunication, but they do manage to salvage it. Get a counter Uber here. Should now just fully retreat.
It should be noted, Blackie Chan's going for his first competitive back cap.
Nice.
But
let's see how much HP he has. He's got 52. He'll die to one rocket.
T's gonna try to stop him, yeah. And they're gonna meet at the middle point. Oh, he gets out.
Nice.
I'll be right back.
That was really key right there. Dan made a mistake in that instead of healing his team, he tried to stop the intel himself. You got to leave that to the rest of your team to defend, because they're getting pushed in on the other side when they were chasing the back cap. Tough spot to defend here. I think this is where Red actually pulls out the game. Alright, it's T versus Hinoc up at the intel. He should double back this way. I'm not sure which direction Cavalier should go. But yeah, this side, Trooper 26 is less experienced and he doesn't have much to worry about there. Hinoc's coming in. He's got host advantage, so we might see some Dedo stuff, but Runner is too fast for him and he gets away. But they do get another back cap attempt from Blackie Chan. If they get this is going to be really huge. They defend it well though, but the auto gun goes down. Inexplicably, Rocket jumps there. Not sure what he was going for. That could have been really crazy right there. He shot a bunch of stickies right where they were, but misses the detonation.
Alright, I'm back.
Hinoc will probably get away with this.
2-2 I see. So everybody kind of doing work. Did I miss anything really like interesting?
Blackie Chan got another back cap.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. And I think Red Team will be able to defend this if they actually... yeah, May does a smart thing. He runs back around to seal off the Rocket Man.
So, as far as I can see, even though I did miss like maybe a minute of the action, everybody kind of stepping up nicely on Blue Team.
Red Team.
Red Team as well.
Well, they're up 1 right now, so they have...
I'm still going to give Blue Team their props, man. I think they're doing pretty well considering like the team composition. I know that maybe some members of the teams are hurting Red, but still... They're obviously, I think, a more skilled team in this situation.
Blackie Chan is pulling his weight right now, just as the primary back capper. Because if the rest of the team can hold them off with like a 4v5 or something, then just having one guy always constantly attacking the intelligence. That's
got to be so annoying. I know that feeling. Just having somebody constantly running at your intel, and you can't like really exhibit any of your skill. You just have to double back and defend constantly. Blackie Chan's still not skilled enough to take out the auto gun. He needs to work on that a little bit.
Well, the thing is that they don't even really need to attack the auto gun there. This is probably not the best spot. You saw right there, it only hit the quote like twice. If you put at that like spot in the beginning where it was closer to the bottom path.
Jack Dalton playing his engineer skills well there. He's trying to stop it, but he wasn't able to. It was a valiant effort though. Look at these scores, they're really nice. Yeah,
the scores are really nice.
Yeah, I'm just saying, yeah, everybody did well, I'm saying.
Yeah, it was a really close match, but what you missed was just the back cap attempt was what pushed it in.
Kind of turned the tide for them?
Yeah, it pushed it in Red Team's favor. Because
yeah, that's definitely a golden rule of conflict. Like, you gotta watch for your back caps, man, because like eventually people are gonna get sick of like that
just chilling in the middle, right?
Yeah, they're just gonna start charging at it to turn the tides, and sometimes it works out, at least for me.
Because what we saw earlier, the reason why the scores were tied was because Blue was doing a good job defending as an entire team. But then as they were advancing and having pushes or whatever, their runner or NG, they weren't really defending the back cap, which is what allowed them to get the intel all the way to the middle.